You are not welcome here. We will defend our land. You are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
In our fight against the Needs, we saw the raw power of defiance. We came to respect Tamriel and its warriors. You must now battle the giant Goblinkin. The Regada's long road to conquest was paved with thousands of these beasts' corpses. Such things are difficult to imagine, yes. In those times, goblins were mighty beasts, and their cruelty was not tempered by cowardice as it is now. Their filthy strongholds littered the sands of Hammerfell like a pox when the Regada arrived. Horrible indeed. Our Yokudan ancestors could not tolerate such a blight on their new homeland. They would suffer no rivals, and so one of their mightiest heroes, Frandar Hunding, rallied the swords of the Regada to slay the beasts. Tuaka claimed him during one of the bloodiest battles of the campaign. But his son, Divad, filled with wrath over the slaying of his father, soon rose to take command of the Regada. He swore to avenge his father. The Song of Divad tells us that he and his band of sword singers worked their sacred forges and consulted eldritch tomes for many long years to create 5 great swords. With these blessed blades, the Regada forever vanquished the giant goblins. Well, Tuaka tells me that you must do battle with the spirits of the long-dead giant Goblinkin. To what end? I do not know. But only fools doubt Tuaka's wisdom.
Help me, please.
Ironically, it was in our fight against the hideous goblins that we came to love the desert and its simple beauty. Now you must face the proud orc warriors of ancient Orsinium. The fight for the orc city proved to be one of our greatest trials. It is the heart of Orcdom in Tamriel, settled at the foot of the Hrothgarian Mountains. It is a city of simple things, towering and cold. It has been razed and rebuilt countless times. The orcs are a tenacious people. Conquerors is a strong word, but yes, of course they were. Our ancestors and the Bretons laid siege to the city for 30 years before finally breaching the walls and razing the city. The orcs proved to be fearsome adversaries. You must face the ancient orcish specters in battle, and then summon and defeat their leader, General Thashaga. Tuwaka says there is great wisdom to be gleaned from this.
You are not welcome here. We will defend our land. Don't try.
The swords of Yukuda were not often sheathed. Our long siege of Orsinium taught us the value of patience. Now you must face the forces of the Breton king, Jual, a treacherous asp, whose lust for power led to broken alliances and countless sorrows. He was the king of Daggerfall during the siege of Orsinium. The embers of the Orcish hold had not even cooled before he took up arms against our ancestors, his former allies. He was slain by a heroic sword singer at the Battle of Bankarai Pass. You must slay the perfidious spirits of King Jual's Breton army. Then King Jual himself, I suspect. Tuwaka shall be watching. one help me?
I've never known such fear.
Torch it!
Do not let yesterday's regrets become today's.
Stupid Redguard, you served your purpose. Now you will die.
He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Joal's betrayal taught us yet another virtue. Caution. Wariness. We remain slow to trust, but loyal beyond measure. You have reached the summit. The Make-Way God sees much at this height. Have you learned the greatest lesson of this place? The lesson of Hundig's watch is this. Wars are fleeting, but honor is eternal. The dunes of time are ever shifting. Kings rise and fall. Cities are raised and rebuilt. Alliances are forged and broken. But honor, glory, legend remains. Your valor strikes a mighty bell. The heroes have come here themselves. Makela Leki, Derek Hallen, and both Frandar and Divad Hunding. Their spirits have come here to meet you, to challenge you, and to teach you. No, you will not cross blades. The Sword Singers were as much mages as warriors. They sought strength of body and of mind. These spirits will speak to you. Choose your words with care, though. Tawaka says they seek to teach and to test.
The blades are forbidden. We must not use them.
Without them, our people, our civilization will die.
Taking up those blades may lead to something far worse than death.
All choices exact a toll, Wayfarer. Some are trivial, but some linger for generations. I was forced to drink from a bitter cup in my time, and all Redguards have paid the price. I wonder if you would have made the same choice. Giant goblins, beasts thought conquered by Divad, have returned. The fight goes poorly. You know the location of powerful magicked blades. They are dangerous. They were hidden for a reason. Do you seek out the blades, or fight on without them? All choices, giant goblins. I acted as you would. We chose the blades and destroyed the beasts. But as a result, the Shahai, or spirit swords, were forever destroyed. Centuries of wondrous tradition was snuffed out. I must bear that weight always.
I spent my early years as a maiden of the Spirit Blade. As early as I can remember.
Great heroes often carry the greatest regrets. They lie buried in the sand with the bones and broken blades, hidden, forgotten. I had many stories to pass on, but only one is known. Hearken to me. You have won a great battle and covered yourself in glory. But you are gravely wounded. A magical memory stone will allow you to record your last thoughts. Do you think of the battle recording history? Or do you immortalize your beloved family? Family is paramount, yes. But are not all Redguards bound by blood? In immortalizing your own family, you may have robbed a civilization of one of its greatest glories. The price of legend is high. The battle is celebrated, but my family is lost.
We must consider negotiation, my son.
To the dogs with that! Hira has killed my mother. He killed your wife.
What you say is true. But many more wives and sisters will die if we take up the sword.
This cave has made a coward of you. We must fight!
To choose for oneself is simple. To choose for a nation is hard. The heaviest blade is as a feather compared to the trust of one's people. Abide with me, and listen carefully. A tyrant threatens your people. If you submit to him, and become his willing thrall, your people will be shown mercy. If you attack, you and your people will be driven from your homeland, and exiled to the sea. What do you do? I too choose to attack. But all choices bear a cost, Wayfarer. When the last sword was sheathed in the shadow of Mount Hatu, the dead were beyond counting. Many more were lost at sea during the Exodus. Was the price of honor too high?
The goblins approach, my lord. They will slaughter our scouts.
We must hold this pass or the war is lost. Their sacrifice will be remembered always.
Many of our noblest warriors will be slain. How can you turn your back to them?
A goat will run if you strike it. A jackal may bite if you give chase. Only man can choose to do nothing. The path of restraint is often the hardest. I pose to you a question, one that still haunts me. You are a scout for a great army, perched on a mountainside. In the pass below, a band of enemy soldiers slowly approach the position of your dearest friend. Do you abandon your post to help your friend, or do you remain hidden to report the attack? Yes, your friend may die if you do not render aid. But if you fail to report the assault, is not the entire army put at risk? How many men could lose their lives for this one soldier? One's loyalties are truly put to the test.
Tu'whacca tells me the heroic spirits have returned to their slumber. Ah, only Tu'whacca has such knowledge, my friend. I could barely hear you from here. Luckily, Tu'whacca has shared some of his wisdom with me. You walk the narrow path that cuts between glory and sacrifice, valor and patience. You measure your pursuit of honor with reason and foresight. To see all ends is a gift only Tu'whacca possesses. But to walk in his footsteps is wise indeed. What? No! I simply thought you'd like to know what Tu'whacca thought of you. He is an excellent judge of character. No. The real lesson of these heroes is that legend always carries a price. You must be prepared to pay that toll when it comes. Tu'whacca extends his hand. You need only enter the portal, and you will be transported back to the desert below.
Tell me you have seen her. Shiri, the Scholar's apprentice. Have you seen her? She had the... We knew Shiri believed the Third Ward was here, and that you came this way, so we were hoping. Alas, there is one other place she might be, but I am too weak to make the journey. Will you take on the search for Shiri in my stead? It is not just Shiri. It is the text she found at Tava's Blessing. Scholar Zorre says it must be kept away from the Withered Hand. Shiri has a cousin in Satakalam, Nahira. Please, you must go and see if Shiri is there. Thank you, my friend. Prince Azaz said you were indispensable. I now see why. You do an old soldier a great favor by helping. I hope Shiri is not hurt, and even more so, I hope that text has not been taken again by the Withered Hand.
Bird'll do nicely. No end to those winged rats. Not that I'm complaining. Every feather's worth a fortune in gold to us now. You one of the magistrate's charges? I'm only shooting the ones in town, don't worry. Don't think about trying to cut in. Danim's got an exclusive relationship with the magistrate. She gets wind of any shenanigans. Not my concern. I get paid for feathers regardless. Go talk to some of the townsfolk if you're that curious. The magistrate's the one who runs this town. Tell him I've got some more feathers coming his way.
I'll be right down. You're a new face to me, unlike that flappy buzzard over the barn. What? These birds aren't aggressive. I've had horses do more damage to me than any harpy. And I've had more trouble with these mercenaries than I've ever had with either steed or bird. I saw them steal 4 sacks of good grain from Zilron, a Khajiit merchant. And in the magistrate's name, mind you. Him? Ran off, no doubt. Who knows what he does, or where he hides after he's run amok in the market. He trades more than just grain, if you ask me. You won't be the only one looking for that furry-tailed wretch.
It is rare for General Thor to offer word of praise, but he speaks highly of you.
No one will find Zilron here. been found. Oh, but you are neither Harpy nor Gold Coast fiend. What a relief. You would be too if you heard those beasts. Those screeching, pecking, clawing beasts. This one had hoped the mercenaries would take care of our bird woman problem. But no, now Zilron has two problems. Oh yes, they help themselves to my gold and my goods, and sometimes they help against the Harpies. So, I wait here. Sooner or later, one of Zilron's problems will go away.
Keep one eye to the skies, friend. The Harpies like to swoop down and grab whatever's light enough to carry. I've lost 2 hats and a goat to the feathered villains.
That's our job, and you don't want
Only
to
after they've sucked you
What are
dry.
looking at?
I refused to pay their protection fee, and the next day my house was ransacked. I'll keep my own watch for Harpies coming near from now on. Except entertainment, I can only guess. It's not like one can ask a beast why it acts so. It is simply its nature.
The Harpies are much bolder. We need more coin, for supplies and the like.
I've heard disturbing rumors about your methods.
Have you heard about the Traveler stirring up trouble in town? And look who's here. Keep your opinions about our work to yourself.
Dealing with the Harpies as fast as we can, I assure you. Now please, address any specific complaints to one of the guardsmen. Nothing. I have things under control. Got a reliable group to protect the town until we're self-sufficient again. And please, don't say anything to Danim. She can get upset when the end of her tenure is brought up. She's the leader of the Gold Coast mercenary troop. I hired them to make up for our shoddy defenses when the Harpies attacked. They get the job done, and that's about as much as I'll say. Dealing with the Harpies, nothing. We've never had incident with the Harpies over the years. But now, it's completely different. Animals carried off, houses destroyed. They've gone into a rage. There's no reasoning with beasts. So, that leaves us but one recourse. Death and attrition. The two greatest enemies. Our guards either fell to the withered hand, or one of the other perils of being a guardsman. It's my responsibility to keep this town safe, so I look to other sources. Danim doesn't like competition, and I'm certainly not going to endanger our business arrangement. If I were you, I would keep my stay here brief. Now, if that's all, I'm sure you can see yourself out.
Father, you need to know what's going on out there. Who is this? Someone come to help?
Enough. I have no patience for your theories.
Fine. If you want the truth, come talk to me. Meet me at my house. It's at the edge of town past the smithy. I'll tell you everything I know. See you soon, I hope.
What?
It's not safe to talk in the streets. Now I can speak openly. Be at ease. The mercenaries dare not enter my home uninvited. I watched you long before you spoke to my father, Magistrate Andrin Alt-Lahil. You spoke to people in town and listened to their answers. Are you actually interested in helping? I'm the magistrate's daughter, raised here, though now I am a traveling merchant. I came back when I heard of the town's troubles. My father insisted he had it under control. Now I'm doubly sure I returned at the right time. The Gold Coast mercenaries, our supposed saviors from the Harpies, are our problem. They extort and steal from the good people here. And what's more, they've done nothing but make our Harpy issues worse. Since Danim and her friends arrived, the Harpies are angry with the town. They're usually nothing more than flying rats. The Harpies can attack, yes, but only when provoked. And I know the mercenaries are the ones who've provoked them. The mercenaries hid Harpy eggs around Kozinset. Naturally, the Harpies want the eggs back. That's the root of the town's Harpy trouble. We must find and return their eggs so one problem's solved. But first, follow me upstairs. Go and see for yourself. Don't be frightened. This is a friend. The Harpies are not our enemies. Will you help me convince the others? I rescued her from them. The mercenaries killed her mother and the other chicks in her brood. This creature had done no wrong. Yet they would kill her to be paid for her feathers. I couldn't stand by and let that happen. Could you? It's the right thing to do, for us and them. I'll be waiting in the town square for you if you're willing. What do you say? Thank you. I can't do this on my own, and my father won't listen to me until I have proof. I don't think the eggs will be proof enough, but at least they will be safe. She comes and goes as she pleases. This is a wild creature, after all. I do not even name her, for she isn't mine. Once their eggs are back in their eyries, the Harpies won't attack Kozinset. And then we can deal with those mercenaries. Bring me the eggs. I'll wait for you by the town's well. Even though it's in the open, many people exchange goods there, so it won't look suspicious.
Spare a coin for the needy? Help me get back on my feet?
Been a while since we heard from you, sweetheart. We started thinking you might have run off.
You're quite light on your feet. Thank you for doing this. I'm sure not all of the eggs survived, but the least we can do is return them to the Harpies. I don't have proof. Hold a moment. Someone's coming.
Go back to selling trinkets, leisure. You do your job and we'll do ours.
You hid those eggs on purpose, didn't you?
Say no more, child. We haven't time for troublemakers.
They're up to something. They must be. We have to find out what they're doing. The mercenaries go in and out of the warehouse next to my home. There's got to be a reason. Why don't you go there and find out what they're doing? One of them will let slip what their game is. Hide somewhere and listen to their chatter. I'll take these eggs back to my house for now. We can go to the Eyrie later to put them back.
This is getting tiresome. I almost preferred the Harpies.
Harpies are the least of your problems if you don't pay up.
We've got your gold. No need to make threats.
Let's see it then. Better not have shorted me.
It's all there. We don't want to end up like the others.
Good. I'll be back next week. Prices might be going up.
Come on, Uramaji. Merciful Ruka, how long must we put up with these thieves?
What do you want?
You are the responsible one! I told her not to trust those creatures, and now look what's happened. My daughter was stolen away by the Harpies. She and several other people from Kozinset. Their blood is on your hands. Deneen told me about your meddling. Not yet. They say they must prepare for another raid by the Harpies before they send anyone out on the sands. It's only right that you find my daughter, since you helped her get into this mess. Outside town, on the hillside, where they keep their eyries. Feeding our people to their young, no doubt. And you instigated this attack.
The seducers are known for their subtlety, but I find they have many strengths.
You're alive. I thought they might have taken you, too. Some. The mercenaries decided I was worth more dead than alive. They threw me out with a few others, beaten and bound. That's when the jackals came. Thanks to the Harpies, I didn't end up like the others. Well, this one did, and she brought some of her friends. They chased away the jackals and brought me to shelter. We must stop the mercenaries before any more innocents die. Whether Harpies... We don't need any more bloodshed. If there's a way we can end this without fighting, we must. I have an idea. Find my father. Ask that Harpy out there to get you to town. I'll be behind you.
You're here! Did you find my daughter? What? That's ridiculous. Why would they want to abduct the very people I'm paying them to protect? I will. Where is she? Is that her over there?
What nerve! Running your mouth right in front of me.
You've disgraced our town long enough.
Ugh! A rotten egg? Don't think this is over, child.
Gather everyone who will stand with us to drive these bad eggs out of town. Father, the dead can't offer their forgiveness, but I can. Stand with us.
That's the one Leisure said to wait for. Let's go. About time we ran these charlatans out of our town.
Leisure said you'd come. Let's head to the guardhouse.
The Harpies are congregated around this building. Looks like the mercenaries took something every bit as valuable as the Harpies' eggs. I've no idea, but we need to restore goodwill with our flying neighbors. Even my father is in there to negotiate the mercenaries' departure. They should be out soon. The villagers, I mean. They want to cast Danim from the town. She's a coward and a bully. Once her nature's revealed, my father won't let her back into Kozenset. We'll need to return whatever she took to the Harpies on the balcony. Head inside and find it. I'll try to convince them we're all friends.
Take your hands off me! Your pitiful town won't survive without our protection.
We can do without you. Go, and never return.
And we'll run out anyone else who tries to bully us, too.
May the sands take your accursed town!
If we see you again, we'll throw you to the Harpies! Harpies matron. Is this the reason they started attacking in the first place?
I don't know if the Harpies will ever be able to trust us. Maybe this is the first step. What do you think? Who knows how long those fiends kept the Harpies agitated, just to take advantage of this town. If I hadn't returned when I did and gotten your help, they'd continue to... Give her to me. I still need to return their eggs, so I'll take her as well. Looks like I'll be around for a while. Though we disagree on many things, my father will need help regaining the town's trust.
spare any coins?
We'll take out the sentry on Western Parapet first, then we'll charge the main gate. Now here's one who I know is loyal to the king. It's good to see you again, my friend. You're going to find this hard to believe, but the damned Imperials are here. They've seized control of the city. For the moment, at least. They're in league with the damned Withered Hand. As if we didn't have enough necromancers to deal with already. No matter what, we can't allow the Imperials to get a foothold here. We're going to take the city back and kill them. All of them. I'm glad I have one of us fooled. The Imperial Curs actually have one up on us. They're holding hostages, and the king doesn't want their blood on his hands. I need someone, an official, to go in and free the hostages. What do you say? Your loyalty to the crown will be rewarded, my friend. You have my word. I can even make this easier for you. Wear this Imperial... Here you go. This should help you get around the city unnoticed while you're freeing the hostages.
Move, now! Set it ablaze!
Control yourself! You will eat sand! Make noise!
Summon the guard! Arouse the guards!
I fear I must ruin your... You're better than this, friend. Here, just pay your fine. You'll feel a lot better. Perfect. Stay out of trouble now.
Your loyalty to the crown.
Here you go.
Your loyalty to the crown will be rewarded.
You dirty pig. Whatever you do to me, I will be avenged. You people were fools to even set foot upon Alakir's sands. Wait, you're not an Imperial, are you? Good. I don't think I could have tolerated another day up here. I'm afraid of heights, you know. I trust the other hostages are being freed as well.
Praise Zet! I can no longer abide these infidels. Alas, I never dreamt I would say it, but I swear it... Thank the...
Then we must move. There are all... Everyone else was killed or kept hostage. This person is our enemy. Quickly, kill the intruder.
I need healing!
Want to get on my bad side. Trust me.
Whoever you are, I rejoice that you have come to my rescue. The Imperials have kept me locked in here. I deemed it likely that they would seize control of all Alik'r, and there would be nowhere to flee to. Yes, it's true, but only because resisting would have been to no avail. They sought to use my manor as their command center. They would have slain me if I had not complied. Coming in, I do not have any insight on this. I have been contained here in the manor the whole time. I did not even witness the Imperials marching into the city. Yes, but please don't hurt me. I did. I permitted the Imperials to use the smuggling tunnel beneath the manor, but I regret it now. There's a hatch below. Take the key. Do whatever you wish. There are barrels of kindle pitch down in the tunnel. If you place them near the supports and ignite them, that should collapse the tunnel. I am very sorry for what I have done. Perhaps you could permit me to leave?
If I'd been in Crosswitch, I'd have put my mining pick right into Stern's Gelb's back.
Good work. Hostages came out and we attacked. Cut right through the bastards and scoured the city. Just a handful of Imperials holding out now. They still haven't figured out how they got here, though. I'm worried reinforcements may be on the way. It was a tunnel. Does that mean they were coming from Bankarai? I guess that's a concern for another time. I'm damn glad you collapsed the tunnel, though. I guess that's a good day's work for all of us. There's more to be done, though. Always is, isn't there? Prince Azaz here. He says they've tracked down the 3rd Anseh Ward, and he wants you to join him as soon as possible at the Mutali. It's a dark place. The largest necropolis in all Alakir. It's just west of Satakalam. If the Withered Hand's there, I know the Prince needs help. I'll send troops as soon as we're done in the city, but I suggest you join him now if you can.
What happened here? This is terrible. Did the Imperials do this? I hope Shiri was not here. Did you find any evidence that she visited? The leaders of the Withered Hand? But that would mean... Shiri is one of them too? A necromancer? You think... Tears of Set, with that text, and we have no idea where she is. You're here? Thank the gods. We need you. The 3rd Anseh Ward is here. That girl, Shiri, the Scholar's apprentice. She is a necromancer, and she has come to the necropolis. Raising the dead. The consecrated dead. The very dangerous consecrated dead. The most evil people who ever walked the sands of the Alakir are entombed in the Metalian necropolis. Prince Azaz and I came to stop them, but we were overpowered. I fear he is either dead or taken captive. We were attacked by so many, so fast. I tried to find him, but to no avail. I came back to catch my breath. With you here, though, I am willing. We must hurry to find the prince. That girl, Shiri. She is not who we thought she was. She is heartless.
Given the chance, I have no doubt she will kill the prince and raise him as her undead thrall. We must not. We were cleaning up at Tava's blessing, putting down the risen dead that remained, but the prince learned that the withered hand had been seen here. When we entered the necropolis, they attacked immediately, and Shiri was leading them.
Damn it all. I can't believe you're finding me like this again. It was humiliating enough the last time. There's no time for jests, though. The Withered Hand has stolen back the Anse wards we recovered. They have all three again. You gave Anse Maja's ward to me for safekeeping, and so I was holding on to it. Thronekeeper Farvad was here too, with Anse Radon's ward. I think Shiri planned it this way. I think she lured us here to get the wards back. Isn't it obvious? She was fooling us all. Apprenticing with Scholar Zoré so she could learn about the Anse wards, coming along with us to Tava's blessing. She is diabolical. She is like her father. She is the sibling we were warned about. I don't know. I don't even know what she's planning. If we get the Anse wards back, that should at least slow her down, though. Shiri took Anse Maja's ward into the next room, where she performed some kind of ritual. No. After she finished the ritual, she left. But I think the ward is still in there. Please, you have to go in there and get it. And then find Thronekeeper Farvad and the ward he was carrying. I'll catch up. If you untie me first, that is.
Thanks to my sister, I am restored, and now I will have my vengeance!
What have I done? What have I done? I have struck down one of our ancestors. I have betrayed my... No. No, I am not all right. Not all right at all. I have failed Tu'whacca. First, I lost Anse Radan's ward, and then to get it back, I was forced to... Well, perhaps. Tu'whacca says now that you are here, there is a way. I must cleanse the ward, but I will need you to protect me. The dead? That witch, Shiri, has set them against us. They will try to stop me from cleansing the ward, but if you will defend me, I can cleanse it, if you are ready. I will cleanse the blade. You keep them off of me. Says to keep it up. You are doing a good job. Yes, we are close now. That's it. Just a bit more. It is done. Come, quickly now. We must stop this woman, Shiri. Meet me at the central tomb.
To the side!
Spread out! Yeah.
I am glad you caught up. I am glad you came to the necropolis in the first place. Tu'whacca says, you are the one who must stop Shiri from doing this dark deed. She is planning to resurrect her father, the necromancer Satura. I was much younger when this man tried to turn the Alakir into a kingdom of undeath. But I will never forget the horror, the terror. He was the most powerful necromancer to ever walk these sands. Worse than his children, I suspect. Tu'whacca warns me. Satura will be unstoppable if he is returned from the dead. He will be a great lich. We will kill her and retrieve the last Anse ward. Shiri has sealed the tomb, though. Tu'whacca says 2 of us will have to channel the wards we have to open.
We've been together in this battle since the beginning. You know I'll do whatever it takes to destroy the Withered Hand. That said, Shiri's already proven more than a match for me. We have to win this one, and you know best how to do that.
I will join you if you wish. I am no great warrior. I am only a humble priest. But Tu'whacca says I can be of great assistance to you in this battle. I am not one inclined to inflict pain and suffering, but I am skilled in doing the opposite.
We've been together in this battle since... To be honest, I feel like Shiri's made a monkey out of me. That little waif who once nipped at her brother's heels. And she beat me. I'll fight with you for revenge, if nothing else. Besides, to enter a battle with you, that's no risk. All right. Parvad, Talia, you know what to do.
All right. Let us open the door, then.
Tu'whacca demands justice be done.
Yes! That did it. Lead on.
killing my brother. This is for Uwatha! This is for Alisan! My father will soon be raised. There is nothing you can do. This is for all my family. But my father will avenge me. Satura will avenge us all!
I live again. You will die.
Done. Alik'r is safe again. Come, hero. Gather my ward. To all things, there is a beginning and an end. Remember this. The Anse wards must be returned to Sentinel for safekeeping. Then we can return to our vigil. Then we can again protect the Alik'r. You will. Come out of the crypt. I will help you and your friends return to Sentinel. Opened a portal to Sentinel. You three, honor and faith are due all. But you who have come from afar, your contribution is matched in measure only by the length of your journey. Thank you. Through you, the Anse wards have been recovered, and so it will be through you they are restored. You have accomplished a heroic feat today, but there is more to be done. Return the Anse wards to their rightful place, the Impervious Vault. The vault is stronger. It will protect the wards so that we can again protect the Alik'r. I have opened this portal to the vault. You may use it.
One cannot be a great ruler without first being an impeccable judge of character. You walked into my palace a stranger, but I trusted you immediately. You have proven that my faith was well... Come, though. This is an historic day. We have strengthened the seals on the Impervious Vault. Your friends and many others have gathered to witness the return of the Anse wards to their rightful place. Take them. The honor is yours.
Once again, our sacrifice has proven worthy. Alakir belongs to the living, and the dead can return to the rest they have earned. The vile arts will return to these sands again someday. And again, we will be ready.
The wards are restored, and so are we. We can again maintain vigil over the living and the dead, and ensure that both adhere to the divine laws of Tu'whacca. Your role in this has not gone unnoticed, young one. For us, it is never finished. But for you, your road leads elsewhere. You have done for Alakir far more than many others would have. You have fought bravely, sacrificed honorably. You have acted as an Anse would have. Your path is your own, but be assured, Tu'whacca has blessed you, and wherever you go, the gods will be with you. Remain steadfast, mortal, and may you come safely to your journey's end.
Today is a good day, my friends. Our sacred guardians are restored.
Great honor and faith.
The specter of undeath threatened our kingdom, our lives. The sands of the Alakir howled with the outrage of our honored ancestors. Now, though, the spawn of Satura are dead, and they will remain that way. The withered hand is scattered.
Great honor and faith.
Many of you already know this, but all this was accomplished only because of this one who stands here before you. The spirit of Divad raises his blade in salute. Someday, this hero's song will be sung in the chants of praise. All hail our great protector! All hail the hero of the Alakir! In addition to the public praise, I must add my own private words of appreciation, Wayfarer. You not only saved the kingdom, you also saved its king. My reign would have been buried in the sands had you not intervened. Thank you. In honor of your selfless dedication, your unwavering courage, and the incredible service you have done the kingdom, I have a gift. This was one of Sentinel's greatest treasures. Now it is yours. I know you will use it well. It may seem unappreciative to ask more of you, but I would be neglecting my duty to the Daggerfall Covenant if I did not inform you of the tragedy at Bangarai. Any hope of peace there seems to have dried up in the wake of recent events. King Eamond is dead, killed by the Reachmen. They have long sought to reclaim northern Bangarai, and the war in Cyrodiil has given them the perfect opportunity. I'm told the Reachmen march on Evermore even now. The city is in grave danger, of course, but it'll take time. Time Evermore doesn't have. You could go now. They need someone like you to rally the city's defenses. After what you've accomplished here, I have no doubt you can make a difference. King Eamond had a stable boy who kept me informed, but I've heard nothing since the king's death. Not even word of who assumed the throne. His name is Ramza. Find him, and tell him I sent you to help. We cannot allow Bangarai to fall.